Bonjour.
I'm Wes.
And I'm Fred.
Watching the Kerrang podcast.
From download.
So Wes, Fred, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you've been right around Europe before here. So you played in places like Estonia. I saw you at Rock am Ring, Rock am Park.
Were you at Rock am Ring and Rock am Park?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, those are fun.
An insane amount of people, especially in the racetrack venue, the Rock am Ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's estimated to 100,000 people, I think.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Wild. They think a bunch of people snuck in too.
Yeah.
So, on top of that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've done this for quite a while, but how do you deal with nerves, especially on the comeback tour, playing to so many people at an early stage in the sort of...
There were only nerves before the first couple shows for me. I don't know about you, but I think it was just like sort of re-popping the cherry, and then after that it was sort of smooth sailing.
I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
I get nervous all the time, and it's not about the size of the crowds ever.
Right.
It's just about
playing the best you can.
Yeah. I'm a perfectionist, and I'm in my own world there. Doing what we do, and so I put myself through hell every single show.
Yeah.
Well, just like today.
Do you tend to dwell on after the show what could have been better, or do you try and let it go so you can concentrate on the next gig?
I have a tendency to get hung up and dwell on little things.
Yeah.
They stand out to me. Big things seem to, like, I can take the big stuff now. It just doesn't faze me much. It's the little things that matter.
Yeah. How many songs does it take you to settle in at a festival show? Is it 2 or 3 songs until you just feel more comfortable, or is it from the off you feel good?
That's a lot to do with the crowd, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
It's whatever the crowd's doing will really dictate our behavior and dictate how we're feeling and how the amount of confidence or disgust or just sort of like, oh, this is like playing to a deflated balloon.
Right.
If the crowd is immediately wild, then we really feel that.
On these festivals, it's been right from the
we can't complain at all.
It starts. It's an immediate shot of adrenaline to the heart, and the energy. I mean, it is energy. It's real. So people say, oh, it's about energy and vibes. Well, it is. I mean, that's real, and there's substance to it. And you feel it. It just ignites us. It's like having, pouring gasoline on a fire.
Yeah.
And then it's all about fueling that, like keeping the top spinning. The whole show becomes like, okay, it started out great. How do we keep it, from going like this and falling over and having to regain that momentum?
Me and Wes are like our own coaches. We, between songs and stuff, or during bridges, we're talking. We're talking to each other, going, let's don't play that one next. Let's play this one. What do you think about that or that? And or it's like real-time sports or something. We're just like trying to do the best we can at keeping the top spinning.
Yeah. So like having one of those screens where the commentator's drawing it with a circle saying you go there with it.
Almost like that. But luckily we're one of the bands, amazingly enough, that doesn't use Pro Tools. So we're not locked onto a set show or anything.
We can change. We can draw parts out, change songs, cut songs off, modify things because we're playing live, and there's something about being live that makes us feel a little bit better about ourselves.
It's been about 6 years since you played the UK as the lineup, and it's not quite a new generation, but there's so many more people who have kind of got into the band after.
That's weird, isn't it?
After all this time.
Yeah, we've noticed a lot of young people
discovering the band.
Yeah.
It's like the crowd.
Very cool.
Your crowds didn't age somehow. They're just it's amazing.
And a lot of those people have got very eager fingers on the Macs because Limp Bizkit broke the Kerrang website a few weeks ago while you were in Russia, I think, where you mentioned a link to go to on their site, and it completely melted down the server. So
yeah, I
6
love
million
that.
votes, I think.
The LBF, the avid I mean, I got to give them props. You know, the passion of the fans online and the interaction we have with them, it's a very powerful thing. And to some extent, I really feel like, you know, a lot of this is for them as much as it's for ourselves. It's like an army. You know, it's very powerful. And having all this time in these years, even with a hiatus, you get a better perspective of things, and you realize that you started something.
Yeah.
And it's not, you can't just easily walk away from some things. This is one of those things that's not that easy to walk away from.
You've both got Twitter accounts, which is like the ultimate kind of access to contact you. Are you inundated with messages every day, or was it quite a lot at first?
Well, I was doing mine from my phone, and I don't want to pay roaming charges, so I stopped.
Right.
Once I got to Europe.
Yeah.
That's that, but he's still on it. You're still on it.
Yeah, there's some obsession, and I'm addicted. Something about it. I just check my Twitter, and I more so don't check the people I follow as much as I check the replies or mentions. You know, because it's an immediate communication that with people that are not filtering themselves, and they can hide behind their screen names or whatever they want to say, and they give it to you straight, and you can give it to them straight. You can, you know, I get a lot of Twitters, so you know, you just read through, and I'll just pick random ones to reply to, and ones that affect me, and all of them kind of affect me, but there's just some that I just feel indulged to, you know, interact with. And
both good.
It's very interesting, It's just very interesting, and you know, it's very interesting. And it's this Twitter thing. I mean, it's working. It's keeping us in touch, you know, and it's trying to let people into my normal life at the same time, you know, letting them to some extent not. Some days it's personal, some days it's business, some days it's Limp Bizkit, some days it's just, you know, a picture of a bowl of soup or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
That's cool, good.
Some people really just do stupid stuff that nobody cares about on Twitter. Just like, I don't want to hear about people just doing laundry or
I think I'm probably guilty of that.
That's like
Gabe.
That's like Twitter abuse.
Yeah.
It's just like.
So I understand December there's going to be a new album hitting the shops.
We're hoping that's when it drops.
How far into it are you? Is it done?
Demo stages.
This is idea collection time, where we're just sort of like figuring out what we have, you know, making a grab bag, so to speak, to, you know, collection.
Yeah, and has the time apart really fired up your, you know, the Limp Bizkit songwriting process?
I think we're just really interested to see what's going to happen once we all like start putting it all together.
Everybody's instruments are very finely tuned.
Yeah, everybody's better at what they do, that's for sure.
We have an opportunity, and I think a chance with our synergy and everybody being so good at what they do to probably hopefully make the best Limp Bizkit record. Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
it seems like that's where we're heading, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to jinx it.
But it's not going to be one of those records that sounds like a pale comparison or like a more watered down version of what we used to do. There'll definitely be I think some chances taken and some, it's not going to be dull.
Cool.
I don't think so.
Come back swinging.
I think so, it'll be its own thing.
Fucking with our balls in a vice grip.
I hope not.
That sounds fun.
That sounds terrible.
Metaphorically.
Right, excellent. Well, that sounds like a good place to wrap it up. Thank you for your time. Enjoy tonight, and we'll see you maybe early next year when the album's out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. GFY, everybody.